Bye.
Hi, Rafa. Congratulations for your victory. What do you feel about your game today?
Good. It's been a very difficult day. We're very low, very windy out there, so not easy to find the feelings. But with that conditions, I think I did a lot of things well. No? So playing a solid match against a player that, being honest, he's good. He's very intense. Good shots from the baseline. I'm very aggressive. So having a positive victory for me.
Hi, Rafa. I was just wondering if I could ask you about early in the second set. There was a couple of interruptions. What was happening there? What was it that sort of made you go and talk to the umpire?
I don't know. I know the same, like maybe you know more than me. I was in the middle of the court, so how can I know what's going on 100 meters up there? So no, I don't understand what's happening there.
There was a separate incident with the umpire when you were serving in the 8th game, 4-3. You got the time violation, and you said, "Okay, I agree with you," but they're still talking. In that service game and the previous one, there were people shouting out just before you were serving. Was this distracting for you, and what were your thoughts on that?
No, it's not distracting me if I have the chance to wait for it. That's all. That's the only problem about the chrono. I am not against the chrono, but we need to the umpires that they understand that we need to stop, and they are doing a good job. Being honest, I was late that time. It's true. But I want to serve. I was, being honest, I was late in that serve that I received a warning. But I gonna serve on time if they was not if they will not talk. So I was trying to serve quick, but then they were still very loud out there. So okay, what I say to him or to her is, I am right with you. I was late, but being honest, they have been quite high voices out there. So that's fine, no problem.
You're gonna. This will be number 12 you're looking for. This year you've won 11 here. No one ever thought that was going to happen to anybody ever. Just what's the feeling been like to have such an amazing thing at that age to get to that point?
Well, what happened here is something really unbelievable. No, I don't know what can happen in the future or not. I am trying my best to compete well and to give a chance to be where I am today. And now I'm gonna have a tough match against Kay or Benoit. So that's my that's my goal now. But of course, yeah, 11 here already is something really unbelievable. I always say the same. Looks, I know, for most of you and even for me, looks so difficult to increase that number for anyone in the future. But if I did, I consider myself a normal person. If I did, why? Probably gonna come somebody, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, hi. Rafa, you get to spend another birthday here. You spent quite a few here. How have the celebrations changed over the years?
Not much, because celebrations are, of course, not that good when I am not here, because that means that I lost or I have been injured. But in terms of party, it's higher when I am at home than when I'm here. Tomorrow, what can I do? Just celebrate here a little bit with the people from the tournament, all the workers there. That, being honest, for me, they are so special, because I always had an amazing relationship with all of them, and then probably have a dinner, a small dinner. But I played the next day, so not a big thing. And I'm not happy to be 33 already.
Thank you very much. We will carry on in Spanish now.
Thank you.
Can you hear me? Lovely. Hello, Rafa. I wanted to ask you about Londero. What did you think about him? You played him. Did anything surprise you about his game? What were you expecting? Answer: I couldn't expect anything, or because I'd never played him. So all I can say is that I can talk well about some of his points. I had seen some of his matches. He plays with a lot of intensity. He plays also with a lot of determination, aggressive shots, good first serve. He's a typical clay player, and he plays well. Question? Hello, Rafa. Usually you like playing with this weather, but today was a bit intense. It was hot. Answer: yes. Well, this morning it was even warmer when I was training because then there was some wind, and therefore you didn't feel as warm. But in the match, what was more of a problem was the wind more than the heat. When I played this morning, it was very hot, like real summer weather. But this afternoon, okay, it was warmer. But with the wind, this is diluted. Question: can you explain a little bit about the court? Answer: well, I think I made a good match in view of this windy conditions. I made only one mistake, I believe, in the whole match. In 4-1 in the third set, when 30 love. But I believe that whenever a complex ball came to me, I managed it well. Well, as I said, he's a good player, but I got 6-2, 6-3, 6-3. It's a good match, good victory, and my feelings. Even though he's a player that not many people know about, he's a player who plays well. He's had important victories. He has a very good rhythm in his game, and he can be very dangerous on that surface. Hello, victory number 70 in Roland Garros, only 2 defeats. I know they're only figures, but I don't know if anyone has such statistics in the sports world. Do you mind, or don't you care? Answer: no, I can't say that I don't care, but in the final analysis, I focus on my daily matches, and okay, today I won, tomorrow I'll train to be ready and do things properly, and then I'll play the quarterfinals. So obviously, which will be difficult. This is my daily life and my reality. So every day when you get to the court, you have the impression you can win or you can lose. That's what I feel. Now, I'm not going to tell you that these numbers are not very special, but today, I can't tell you I'm super happy about them, but I like these figures, but it's not the right time to talk about them or to rejoice about them. I'm playing, and I arrived here at a good time, and I'm going to try and enjoy this good track that I have, and that's it. Question, a strange question. At the end of the match, we saw that the cable of the camera was following you and touched you. Did that upset you? Answer, well, there's so many artifacts around that something could happen. It didn't hurt me or anything. Okay, I touched the cable. But luckily, well, I think the camera shouldn't be so close that I can touch it. The other day, I went to the court and I hit my head against the camera. I didn't split my head open thanks to a miracle, but because I was wearing a cap. But all these things are very important for information for our sports, but sometimes they tend to forget that we're playing and we're in the middle, and the camera I went on this court 3,000 times, training, playing, and the camera is always there. So, but it was never that close. Today, nothing happened, but with the wrong gesture, something could have happened. Question: if in 2005 you'd been told that you'd still be here 2019 fighting for the title, what would you have thought? Answer: well, I don't ask myself this kind of questions. Well, I know that people who know tennis kept saying that I would have a very short career because of the way I play. Luckily, they were wrong. And I play day after day without thinking about what's going to happen in 10 years. I can't give you a forecast of what's going to happen in the short term. In the long term, I can control the short term and maybe the middle term, but medium term. But I was ready to fight and win my first Roland Garros, and that's it. Obviously, when I was 18, thinking that I could still be here at the age of 33 was probably something incredible and impossible to think about. Some people thought that I would finish my career a bit earlier, but some of us have been pushing to continue fighting a bit longer. Luckily, despite all the problems I had, the most positive thing is that I managed to maintain the desire and the pleasure of moments, obviously with some highs and some lows, but even when you had a low moment, I always found the motivation to continue and continue with my illusions and my hopes. And also, I had people supporting me, my staff, my family, my sponsors, and people supporting me. Even the sponsors for your clothes who support you. Question: what is the best thing you've done in this tournament, and what would you like to improve in these 3 matches? Well, the best thing is that I won these 3 matches. I lost only 1 set. I played tennis well. What can I do better? Well, improve this level, which you always need to develop. You always need to develop your best tennis for the following matches, but otherwise, I believe I'm able to do it now. Am I going to do it or not? I don't know. My feelings are good. I'm going to continue training well. I'm running as I need to run to have hopes, and I'm going to play the matches. And if I can continue, well, that's very well. If I can't, it will be more complicated. Question in Catalan.
De com consideres que has arribat fins aquí i com te veus de cara a lo que pot venir a partir d'ara, que ja són els moments més decisius?
Els moments decisius són sempre, són cada dia. Això és la realitat, no? Perquè al final el torneig se juga des de la primera ronda, no? Ningú te col·loca quarts de final antes de començar el torneig, no? Fins a dia d'avui, el millor que he fet ha estat jugar lo suficientment bé per estar a la posició que estic en aquest moments, que és estar a quart de final, i a més amb una sensació bastant positiva. Dit això, crec que hagués sense aquest dubte firmat estar on estic i de la manera que estic antes de començar el torneig. I ara és el moment de mirar cap endavant, d'esforçar-me en el dia a dia, d'apretar quan tingui que apretar, que ja és a partir de demà passat, partit segur molt difícil, i a partir d'allà, veure el que pot passar. Vale? Gràcies. Venga, chicos. Gracias. Gracias, Rafa. Gracias a ti.